Good evening. The energy of the evening and giving circle. So, welcome here, welcome now, welcome to you, welcome to all of you, welcome to your feelings, your body sensations, your ideas, your impression, your mood. Welcome. If you want to dance, if you want to move your body, welcome. If you want to shake your body, welcome. If you want to laugh, welcome. If you want to cry, welcome. If you want to sleep, welcome. If you want to reflect on your day, welcome. If you want to eat something, welcome. If you want to write a poem, welcome. If you want to question how you can better communicate to your employee or your colleagues or your family members or significant other, something that is important that you want to communicate with more ease and you want to think about that, welcome. So I'm gonna ask a question that I really enjoy asking. Since yesterday, I started to explore this kind of questions yesterday or before yesterday. The question is, what do you want to give? What do you want to receive right now? And I want to give us a moment of silence just to make space for whatever emerges that those questions may canalize. So, what do you want to give? What do you want to receive? Mm-hmm. Right now, I'm sharing because, if I do the work, it might encourage you to do the work, and that's what I want to do. I want to give you encouragement to do the work, to allow the emergence in your consciousness of what you want and what you want to give and what you want to receive, one or the other. And if nothing comes, that's okay. I'm just going to do the work, and if something emerges for you, that's great. Do you think? I mean, I love having more clarity around what I want to give or receive, so I'm happy to share it. And I forgot what I was about to say, so I do more silence. What do you want to give? What do you want to receive? I want to share with you my joy of doing this exercise. I feel very happy to be connected with myself and with you, even if you're not yet watching this video as I'm filming it, capturing it. You are somewhere on the planet as I'm doing it, and when you're watching it, I will probably be doing something else myself, maybe sleeping. But you will be connected to me, and I will be connected to you, as I am connected to you right now. as I'm doing the video. I find it magical, and I want to share my joy about that. What is it you want to give? What is it you want to receive? I shared things that I'm really pleased I shared in the video in French that I just made a few minutes ago. And I don't have the energy to repeat things I said, but I'm thinking that I want to give you things that, I mean, maybe the gist of things I shared. Yeah, there's one experience I want to share with you. I have energy for it now. It's in terms of, there's a lot of things that we're receiving for free, the air, the sun, the rain, a smile of someone who in the shop sells you something, and that this person doesn't have to smile to you, but the smile is a gift. It's given. So yeah, even smiles in the street sometimes, or with neighbors. So basically, there's a lot of things that are given for free, and that gives us a lot of joy. Probably the thing that gives us the most joy are actually free. Love, the caresses, the hugging, the making love with the people we love or that love us. All that is free. There's not a cost. You're not supposed to pay anything for that. So I really love creating something through this video that is about honoring and celebrating and highlighting the existence of the gift economy in our lives. The thing that happens, we give and receive from the heart many times in our lives, every day. I hugged and caressed my dog today, and it was free. I wasn't charging her. It wasn't like, oh, now you owe me something. No, I was giving the caresses, and it was a joy to give them. And I was so pleased that she was giving me a receiving and an appreciation of my caresses. We give, and there's a lot of joy. And so I'm super happy I'm talking about that. So what I want to say is that I wanted to illustrate this gift, giving and receiving and asking magic. I remember when I was living, sharing co-housing with my mom in Paris some years ago. After I came back from England, I stayed about a year in her house, and I remember one day a neighbor, Juliette, that's her name, who became later a very good friend, who's still a very good friend. She knocked at the door. She buzzed. She rang, and she came to ask for some salt or something like that. And I remember the joy I felt, how impressed. I mean, there was a part of me that was kind of, I won't admit that there is some kind of fear in me and kind of embarrassment at some level, but micro level, but still was there. Welcome to you in the video. I'm talking about the joy of giving and receiving, and exploring the question: what do you want to give? What do you want to receive? And I'm giving an example of someone who became a friend, who knocked at the door of where I was living, and how it was for me to receive that request. I think it was for salt or something like that. So yeah, there was a little tiny bit of kind of embarrassment, like a part of me that was kind of judging a bit, this person from kind of disturbing me in my whatever I was doing at the time, and entering in my space and bothering me in some way. So there was this tiny bit of that happened in me. But also, and it was way bigger, it was the admiration, the joy for the fact that she was standing up for herself, taking care of herself, and risking to be exposed to the judgment I just mentioned, but also risking to be helped and supported in something that she didn't have and wanted some support to have, salt or whatever. And for that, I admired her, I felt impressed, and I felt very joyful to see someone who was courageous enough to take that risk. As simple as that. It's maybe you think it's silly, maybe I'm exaggerating. You're totally entitled to feel and think whatever you feel and think when I'm telling this story. Welcome. And everything that's happening for you, welcome. Still, I'm in the question of what is it you want to give, what is it you want to receive, and right now I'm willing to share you this story to give you a sense of the joy and the admiration I felt always having someone risking to knock at my door and asking me something, asking me to give something to this person. This person became a very good friend, as I said earlier, and she still is. And that is really something that I appreciate with her. And I think I kind of want to let her know how much I appreciate it. I think I told her a few times already, but I want to tell her again, just for the sheer joy of just celebrating again something that's been that was and still is. So something that has been meaningful for me to remember. What do you want to give? What do you want to receive? Earlier, I did a moment of silence, when I was doing my video in French, and what came up for me in the silence is the memory of my grandmother, the mother of my mom. And it was very sweet to connect to her, to remember her, to feel her. Yeah. So I like to give us a few seconds just to let ourselves remember people who mattered, who still matters in our lives, and who loved us so much that we became who we are. I have a friend in mind with whom I've been talking in the last few days about vaccine, and she's pro-vaccine, and she's been talking with me and reading what I wrote to her, and it was difficult for me to listen to her, to listen to what she was saying, and I have the impression it was hard for her to listen to me as well, and I received so much love from this person. We never met. We just shared, text through Facebook Messenger, and I think I heard her voice a few times, but not very long. And She's been supporting my videos and my work with so much love and so much support and so much attention and time and energy. I feel very appreciative and grateful for this person to be in my life the way she is. And also, I admit that there's things that are very difficult for me to hear from her. And that's something else that I want to give you, which is the acknowledgement that there is sometimes situations like that where there's people we really love or that are really important in our lives, and it's all what's at stake is very important in a relationship. But there's also so much pain and so much difficulty to really find a way to hear each other that I'm also offering, the opportunity to book a time with me, half an hour up to 2 hours, to really explore what's important for you, what is it you want, and it's my experience that when we gather in the name of either Jesus or God or whatever cause, there's something magical that happens. There's a presence of what's desired among us, and so I am offering to maybe role play the person you're having trouble with, to kind of play as a kind of semi theater, a situation where this person you've been struggling with, can actually hear and is ready to listen to you and really hear what's important to you, and how much they feel just to imagine or to experience, to have this kind of experience this kind of game where you believe, at least for a second, that what the person you wanted to hear, to be heard for, actually is hearing you, and how it feels in you and what it brings to you. That's what I want to offer. That's what I want to share. So that's one of the things I want to give. And you may think, does it charge money? No, I don't. Though I'm really open to receive money. So it would be, you give what you can. You pay what you can. I'm not sure if I prefer you give what you can or you pay what you can. Not sure. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Right now, I think that's beyond the words. Is the intention that I'm really willing to give, joyfully what I to contribute to really more mutual understanding and more a sense of being heard and being at home, or coming back at home, which I think is a synonym for love. So I want to create settings and environment and spaces where love can emerge even more within ourselves, between each other, and in our collectives. And let's dream big. I have the dream to contribute massively to humanity. So those videos are part of that project, and so I have no idea until where it's going to go, but I have big hopes and big dreams. So if you want in any way to contribute, energetically, as you already do, thank you. Or if there's more you want to do, or share or give, whether it's money or something else to support my work and my life and to keep going with more ease, that would be appreciated. And that would be welcome. That is welcome. So let me know if so. I share in the comments 2 or 3 things, a link to about the role play, an example of role play by Marshall Rosenberg, the father of nonviolent communication. A link to book an appointment with me. So, and also a link to a place where you can actually choose to give what you can, what you want, what you have joy to give me if you want. And if this is 0, that's 0. But if you want to kind of appreciate the work I do with those videos and support me to keep doing it, yes, please feel free to do so. I want to explore a bit more the question with you. What do you want to give? What do you want to receive? In my video in French, I also share that if you wanted to have some red cabbage, I can give you some. Maybe you want to give some red cabbage to your neighbor. Maybe you want to go outside of your apartment or house and knock at the doors of your neighbors and offer them something, you know, a piece of pie, a piece of some polenta, some cabbage, so whatever, some flowers, a compliment, share with them, you know, asking them if they have a minute to explore how they could serve you. You could serve them, or and maybe just also giving them the opportunity to serve you by, you know, maybe contributing to something that is important. So maybe you can just ask, you know, like 2, 3, 5 minutes just to kind of explore those questions. If you want to do that, why not? So I have this dream of really allowing myself to be more, and actually I'm doing it right now, you know, by talking to you about it. I picture myself going to knock at neighbor's door and really having some kind of those simple requests, like my friend Juliette, who came and asked for salt. I can ask for, you know, 30 seconds to you know, in those times, asking for a hug might not be welcome by everyone, but maybe some people would like that. What do you want to give? What do you want to receive? I want to give you just, you know, imagine I am your neighbor. I knock at your door and I say, hey, neighbor, what do you want? What do you want to receive? Do you have a minute just to kind of make a bit of silence together, just to see if there's something that emerges out of those questions? What do you want? What do you want to receive? And if anything's coming from me, I'll let you know as well. Deal? Shall we try that, just for the fun of it? What do you think, neighbor? You know, about a year ago, I learned about Fred Rogers. If you're American, you probably know him. But I didn't know him. I grew up in France, and I only learned about him and his work about a year or two ago. And I felt very impressed by the work he did. And I really love that he was talking, you know, to children every day on TV, and inviting them to kind of being more aware of their emotions and to grow in awareness of how they could deal and manage their emotions, especially anger or hurt or pain. And I really I like that I'm kind of in some way in a similar situation when I do that, you know, and I'm at my scale, you know, I'm starting, you know, it's on Facebook, soon on YouTube, and maybe you're watching it on YouTube or somewhere else. But I really like that, you know, being there every day and inviting what we feel, what we want, our humanness, our vulnerability, our strengths, our hopes, our experiences to be honored and valued and cherished and welcomed as richness, as riches. That's what I want to give. And I'd like to be given that the receiving of what I'm giving. And I think if you're watching this so far, you're part of those who are really giving me a lot of attention, or giving a lot of attention to what you're receiving through what I'm saying. So it's not about me, I guess. It's about, I hope. It's about us, it's about you, it's about you, it's about me. But not only. When I do it, it's for me, but I hope that it reaches that I really want to make space for you and what you feel. So anyway, I think I'm beginning to feel like I want to give myself a break of doing this video soon, get some rest. yeah, get refreshment time. I think I'm gonna pour myself some water. I would like to give myself some water now. Be right back. So, do you like this game? What do you want to give? What do you want to receive? Whatever comes up for you, welcome. If you feel bored, welcome to boredom. If you feel joyful, welcome to joy. If you feel disappointed or depressed or angry, welcome. I'm looking at the camera. Can you tell the difference? I'm watching myself less and I'm watching more to you as I'm watching the camera. Do you feel a difference? Do you see a difference? I'm curious. I'd like to receive some feedback from you. If you see some difference, I'd like to know. I'm gonna give you a warm goodbye, a warm see you tomorrow if you want for another video in English and in French. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all that you give. Thank you for being you. There is so much love for all of us. I like to say that and to feel how it feels to say it. Bye for now.